banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in Week 6 on EA Sports. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Pass play now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals take over on his 5th interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, dot.
Burrow's first play going to the air. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
A carry by Brooks to start the drive.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing now from the gun. Got Mingo, it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
2nd and 13. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
1st and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
On second down, it's Brooks. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know And you may come back too, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Brought in right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They motion a receiver left. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Carolina! So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Gay with the point after. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11, Thomas. That.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Gun. That.
Play action now. Burrow. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
11, MT, take. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. That.
Burrow setting up the play action. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On first down, here's Burrow. This one falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. So that brings up second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
He completes it in traffic. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
11, mighty. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Has a man. It's Brown. He's got it in the red zone. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll call up 1st and 10.
Stop.
This one taken in by Chase. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
11, mighty.
Offense in the hurry up here.
12. 11.
At the 15-yard line.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
One, ready?
They'll come to the
11,
line here,
11.
2nd and
Here we go.
9.
Stop.
Burrow from the gun. This one's caught. And that will not be enough for a first down. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Stop.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he'll get them enough for a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11, Thomas.
First down. First and goal.
12.
They send a man in motion.
12. Stop.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense,
On one, ready?
it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7.
Here we go. Stop.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Brooks on the counter, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Bengals are going to be backed up to begin this drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Dulcich hauls it in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing now off play action. Into the hands of Dulcich. Escapes a defender. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
11.
They kick the running back in motion. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. To throw again, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Gotta go.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
11, Thomas.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
11, MT, take. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Here we go.
From the 23. Completes this one to Chase. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On 2.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll throw it again. Called in left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Fine, ready?
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Start.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Brown with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Airing it out to start this drive. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Broken up by a big guy at the line. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT tape. Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Jump off, caught by his back. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
He'll throw it. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals parlay the interception into points. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Roll.
On the give, it's Brooks. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Felix and Udike Uzama making the tackle that time.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Running once more with Brooks. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Throwing on on 3rd and long. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Higgins makes the catch. Has some room to work. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 18. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Brown with a return here. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38.
At their own 38-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He lofts it deep, right sideline. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They're throwing it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. And you're going for this. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
On target to his man Higgins. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That one's complete, right side. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Trying for it with Burrow. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Play action on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Working quickly here. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. Hits the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Brown with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking to the air here. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go.
They'll throw it. Finds a man right side. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Here we go, set. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he breaks up that throw for the moment. A good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Let's go now.
They'll run here, following the penalty. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 27. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Panthers football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 17. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he drives this forward to the 6. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Completed to his running back. He has the Carolina touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2.
Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt.
35. Panthers 16. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Gun. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas.
They bring Higgins in motion left.
Dodge.
On first down, here's Burrow. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals put up even more points in a win. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That's complete to Leggett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on first and 10. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's going to be second down.
You ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
19 tight.
Second and 10 now. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now it's going to be third and long.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Here he is on third and long. Lays out. What a catch. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Here we go. Set. 79 Broncos. Go.
Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Track at 60.
Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Let's go now.
Third down run with Brooks. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Desperation time here on fourth. He's on them, and they take this in for the score. The Panthers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
Play action now. Burrow. Off the mark there. Incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Put the body on the line for his team. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bengals continue adding on to that lead. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. That's completed right side. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Tight. Panther 60. Panther 60. Hook.
Back to throw. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers putting up points in a game decided. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Panthers 30.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight. 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back now, pressure on its way. And they pick him off again. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
From the 46. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Xavier Leggett, the target on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Now looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
On 1, right?
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. Hot.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you, and especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
65 catch, 65 catch. Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. Looking to throw again on second down. Legette's got it. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite. And the play went right over his head.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Go! 18 Rattler.
Man in motion here.
Go!
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. And now we have reached that end. This one's over. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy. Shooting my shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. committed like, hey. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like, hey. Shoot him out, shot like, hey. Hit the red dot like, hey. Finger on the like, hey, 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 hey. Grandma was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20-some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway.